Friends, welcome back to my channel. So, today we will learn about cyclones and anticyclones. Before moving further, we will have to take some things to be noted. Like on this diagram, there are the east direction, west direction, north direction, and south direction on the surface of the earth. And another thing is to be noted in the cyclones, the rotation of cyclones in northern hemisphere is always anti-clockwise, and in the southern hemisphere is always clockwise, and it is vice versa for the anticyclones. We will look at it in the further in the next chapter. So, and another thing is that cyclones always have the low pressure at the center and high pressure outside it. So there are two types of cyclones. The first one is extratropical cyclones and another one is the tropical cyclones. So first we will look at the extratropical cyclones or the temperate cyclones. So first of all we will look at the definition of the cyclone first. The cyclones are the powerful rotating storms that form over the warm ocean waters. So they have low pressure inside and high pressure outside. Now we will look at the extratropical cyclones. The rising air, cloud formation, and the precipitation are also a part of the extratropical cyclones. Means that they are not weatherless phenomenon as like anticyclones. And the origin of these extratropical or the temperate cyclones are in between 35 degree to 65 degrees latitudes in both the hemisphere. Their formation is due to the convergence of the two contrasting air masses near the fronts. Now we will look at the movement of these extratropical cyclones as they move always from west to east, and the reason behind this movement is due to the presence of westerlies in these temperate zones. Now we will look at the types based on their thermal differential based on the season. Like they develop over the lands in summers and develop over the seas in winters, and the reason behind is differential heating and cooling of land and sea surfaces. Further, we can conclude that temperate cyclones are made from convergence of the two contrasting air masses, and after that the air rises, cools, and condensation happens. After temperature falls, there is a precipitation starts. Now we look at the size and shape of these cyclones. They can be extend vertically up to the 10 to 12 kilometers and horizontally up to the 1000 to 2000 kilometers. They are influenced by westerlies. That's why they move from west to east in temperate region. Now we start with the tropical cyclones. Uh, they are also known as heat engine also, and they are influenced by easterlies due to their presence is in between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. That's why they are called as the tropical cyclones. They have high velocity in oceans and becomes weak over continents due to the cutting supply of moisture. They have movement from the east to west, and the reason behind it same like easterlies. The Indian Ocean region is suitable for these tropical cyclones like Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea. Uh, for example, we have live examples like the west coast of Maharashtra, east coast of Indian Peninsula, etc. They have extremely low pressure inside, isobars fewer in nature, they yields high rainfall and high velocity. They are dominant in summer and at the start of the monsoon. Uh, Based on their origin, the hurricanes can be, the cyclones can be uh, named as hurricanes in USA or the Atlantic Ocean. They are also known as typhoons in China and South China Sea, and cyclones in Indian Ocean region, like in West Bengal, Indian Ocean region also. The most important thing about the tropical cyclones is that the pressure increases sharply from the center towards the outer margin. This is why these cyclones move with the high speed and great force. There are two main examples we can give for the tropical cyclones. Like first one is the thunderstorms, which includes lightning, thundering, precipitation, and sometimes hailstorm also. And another example we can give like the tornado, which is a funnel-shaped storm. Say they have extreme low pressure at the center. Now we will look at the anticyclones, and the definition of the anticyclone is that they are high-pressure weather system characterized by descending air currents that rotate clockwise in northern hemisphere and counterclockwise in southern hemisphere. Unlike cyclones, which rotates in anti-clockwise in northern hemisphere and clockwise in southern hemisphere. Opposite to the cyclones, they have high pressure at the center and low pressure outside the center. They have large size than the cyclones. They are called as the weatherless phenomena because if when they occurs, there is no uh, precipitation or hailstorm or the other things, because they are the descending two contrasting air masses or the same air masses. So that's why there is no precipitation occurs when there is a formation of the anticyclones. They are absent in equatorial region, because there is a convergence of the wind, and there is ascent of wind and not the descent of wind at the equatorial region, and wind descends from the above inside the high pressure of the anticyclones. Anticyclones do not have fronts. Based on their thermal origin, anticyclones can be divided into the cold anticyclones and warm anticyclones. Thank you.